Abuja for Mamuni now about SethEkow TV so maybe be a good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Maybe I will be a Ben I watch last week and I started with this topic 50 red flags no part 1 and you could deep you almost 20. Now the next one no, we try to pick course and you your sisters in the movie and your brothers in the movie stories. Say red flags here can one seven so and the crown now say generated script be na my bet now making can end. Now go pardon they came with some stories a bimuko abusive relationships. Panda welcome. In a who by be some abusive relationship. And very, very quick, the person me go through a year saying list no asana ya toa enkae no so. The person you complete near movie to a different topic. How to spot and what abusive relationship and answer abusive marriage. You better list it. Sano man ne go say free ne code na no. Additional mu ne ye wono. Ya me add more chen ye ma me root another program. The two most important thing na untumi nyimfi awade mu time and a chances. Ochamo ya no so de dwumedi a ye be same time 8 p.m. Ghana time. Nti ochamo anso na waba be join edu program be say I am confirm find serious. But omukoko tomu wepe now they now go back to the old videos and be typing I wish I knew this. We were doing this thing every single time, but you chose to ignore. Meme the say eka nipa wano kra meba beye na mefia akọ. Do obehwa obenye mu nhira no na wanya. The onhwe nso so ono akasa be kokoto ni jemu no. Then no ono akasa kokoto ni jemu. Esther Charlotte, welcome. Sister Madija, welcome. Yankupon Shamuna. It me go straight na ya bobo list no so na ya continue with baby edu no. 1, the 50 red flags. Number 1, they never apologize for bad behavior. Why are there any relationship no? So Obaka say be I'm sorry no. And no cry bono. Number 2, are crazy. They think all their exes are crazy and don't see the common denominator. What I say, only the exes for any papa. And so boko no, no problem no, if from Rankasa. Number 2, they use ultimatums to get their way. What I say, they use some kind of words to scare you. One you see a major, one you see a major. They use that kind of tactics no, to get you. Number 4, when they don't text you back, they are always on their phone. There's something called monkey branching. With the monkey branching, no, they are with you emotionally, but they are other people. In case yours doesn't, it's called monkey branching. And mostly, no, they go for the better deal. They go for someone better than you. They go for someone better than you. Before so, Obaka say it's over. No, now when you will be that, or prepare will be that on any vehicle. Channel when it be a plain. We say things for what it is. Welcome. Okay. Yantuaso. Number 5, you don't like their friends. Nipano Okelemiso are you good. Or a good partner. But the people around here, no, and I said the people around him, no, choose another kind of story. And also another key. The next one. They keep score about things a long time ago. Also, the NSA, they keep every record. They say relationship on a woman. I think it be attract to her. One day, or back out. That person is really going to remember you. Number 7, they're upset when you go and hang out with your family or friends over them. And then I did na sister neka one seven no. Omo share part 2 no. Or discover I say papa no cry guy no cry man a chance grab my or any classmate cry kasa. This kind of relationship no is an abusive relationship. Sani pe wa na obedi weni sa kopem say ubo fi asase we so. Any je fe any je pa de you will never get it. Number 8, when they complain or talk about their ex, need the answer 1, 2, my ex, because they are ex. It's a big red flag. Either say obey any that relationship, no, and also there are 2 options. Number 9, if they keep your relationship a secret, we see another key back what just say and so we and cry everyone will say nipa na no ho no onye interested and as onye serious akwentu na mutu no mu bebre neglect this kind of a warning no and in the end no when they see said the person has married another person na shock you but the whole time the red flag was there nipa no na almost more than 6 months echo 1 year or introduce you man ebushi ni bia or introduce you man namofobia no you are sitting on the time bomb you are sitting on the time bomb enko baby when you said that kind of relationship it's not going anywhere. The next one, they don't get along with many other people. This kind of people, they are very, very secretive. They are always quiet. And they just don't want people around them. It's very, very dangerous. Number 11, they only tell half truths. They always fabricate stories. I'm more confused. I'm more wide. What you number 12, no. I say they throw temper tantrums over little things. These people are like omo bufu ankasa. Omo boy de ebe omo. Then they get triggered. And also a big red flag. Sanko for no bibi kitu dia go boama adia also. That one too is a very serious big red flag. 13. They treat their family poorly. What I say, they the same way that will be treated. Same thing will treat you. When they if anything, woma that chamoba wun na no. Any na projection. Ya chance say na wodachi ebe number 14, they make rules over you. They set rules for you. Nipa no set rules ma but no do this so. Obaka just say any of one down for men say but in the end you see say this person is doing the opposite thing. And your man obaka just say man you see say that person or those things no. We are moving very, very quick. Now yako the end to yanko so. And if I say you na you move it to a different topic. Number 15, they refuse to get close to your family. In the first place, on far can't a bush in Eden or only bush for by one. Number 16, you are the only one who always apologizes to end fight. These people are drama kings and drama queens. Or they create problems for you all the time. They create some kind of drama B. Not all the time. It's like you are stressing. You always have to end this kind of thing. You are in an abusive relationship and it's not good. The next one, the password protect all their devices. There are some kind of people they rather protect their mobile phone more than their relationship and even their marriage. It's very, very dangerous. It's a big red flag. The phone it's a big red flag. The question is, what kind of conversation I was here? And I never been a was one person or partner. It's a big red flag. The next one, they don't comfort you in times of need. Say, I'll go through some kind of pains. These people rather tend to make fun of you instead of trying to console you. It's a big red flag, and it's not good for you. 19, they are rude and inconsiderate to service workers. When they are very, very rude. They are very, very rude to others outside. No, it's automatically. It's the same way he or she is going to act on you when there's a misunderstanding. Number 20. They become angry when discussing their mistakes. Each time you want to sit them down and talk about something, no mubufu. They are very, very furious because of their ego. That one too is also a big red flag. 21, when they make a negative comment about it, they say, "Well, I did be something nice about it." They always say something. I bet discourage you. When they see you doing something, instead of them helping you to move up forward, they say something to discourage you. All the time, it's all about them. These are all signs of narcissism and also a big red flag. When it's only to an amount relationship, man, it's really going to be a disaster. Yeah. 22. Except they flirt, the way they flirt with you when they had a partner. And they say, because of a mountain, relationship could do it's the same way, almost yeah. These people are very, very crafty. Very, very crafty. The next one. All of their friends are the opposite sex. This one is a big red flag. Maybe a amount, when it may be to an amount, but the noun for na the opposite sex. So your ban and noun for na a mema. So a bema so noun for na yamba. It's a big red flag. It's a big red flag. This kind of relationship and a yana in time lasted because all the time no, the other partner wants to create some kind of jealousy and it's good. Instead of giving you attention, and I say having time with you, no, they tend to spend that time with the opposite sex, and it's really dangerous. This is Kate, welcome. Sister Lydia, Agbeti, welcome. And Kupon Shabo Pasa Moshe. These red flags, they've been boom when you go to normal kwakwa, and in the end, no, they are weeping. And Baby shed them musu. Remember, being frustrated. These are all the red flags are on boom when you go to 24. They don't show interest in what is important to you. I did just say, Emma when in life, Biano. Some when they come to your life, they try to bogus all of them. And form it doesn't interest them. And form 25. They don't pay compliment or thanks. Obeto idea so much channel. And I said that in Inda. Thank you, Krababo. They don't appreciate whatever you do for them. And I say that kind of thing now, no. He or she is getting it outside. Obi should be yet more than that. Because like they're always looking for something at a bro capacity. So which is not a good sign. It's a big red flag. 26. They preach that they are very, very independent. That's me. I can want them. Ukushia, we are Ghana Kushia lady. Me, I am independent. Meanwhile, I'm not this. I'm not ready. I'm that. It's a big red flag. These kind of people, they create drama. What you say? They create drama, and with this kind of people, it will be difficult for them to submit. And then the question it's very, very difficult. It will be very, very difficult because all the time they say they are about you. Now should be son when be na man, you will think say, oh, you are leading that kind of relationship, but no, it's always about them. It's a huge red flag. It's a huge red flag. The next one. Say they have a history of drinking. Say Bemana or a history of drinking. I'm so pensa never how because Mawalewi Nipano and Sano, he or she is never going to stop. What I say was so she 28. They are extremely moody. These kind of people, they are very, very toxic. 1 minute they are happy, 1 minute they are sad. All the time, I'm not happy, I'm bored. These are all big red flags. I also because they self-project their behavior to you. At the end of the relationship, you also have the same kind of traits. What I say, and it's never healthy. Yeah. 29. They hold double standards. What I say, idea or no, what the yen and the ninja or not the yell. What they yell with the art and they are normal, but on your the end of the art, they feel the pain. It's a big word. Red flag. What I say. The next one. Okay, I think they are extremely moody. No, that's when I'll begin to explain. They are moody. Now let me explain that thing. So they are extremely moody. 1 minute they are pissed off at you for making a minor mistake, and the next minute they want to take cute photos and post them to Facebook. It's like they are not consistent. You cannot predict who they are. They have this BDP personality, borderline personality. What I say, Opa, and then no, much more research about that. These kind of people, you shouldn't be with them. Seriously, you shouldn't be with them because you will be frustrated. You will never be happy when you move on. And as a moko warrior, you will never be happy with that kind of person. You can never predict them. 29, the whole double standard. Let me see what they said. They said, if they don't want to be treated the way they treated you, perhaps it's time for a wake-up call. And then let me explain here. No? All the time, idea with the ninja, they try to do that thing to you. It's not good. It's a big red flag. What I say. The next one. Said they Facebook stalk you too much. Let me see what they said. They said, if they are still stalking their exes on weekly basis, you have a special one on your hands. You need someone who is more secure with the idea of being with you and is not living in the ashes of their past. And you can, So still no, or that's so stalking in ex for no, and that's when you're more casani those things. It's a big red flag. That person can never be with you all the time. No, the emotions. So I be my so your back. The emotions, no baby, it's really dangerous for you. Aha, you need to move on. The next one, 31. No? 31. They are obsessed with what fairly what tail endings. Let me explain it. They said it comes to the point where they just expect too much from you, and it's not too much to handle. You get what you give in relationship, but some want the world just because of the fantasies they are falling in love with. It's always about honor your pet in the relationship, not what both of you momo pet. What I say, no, what try down how no person in a. It's not supposed to be that way. It should be balanced. All the time someone is giving and you are not giving back. Nah, that kind of relationship, it's not going anywhere. What I say, when that script, finish it, this kind of relationship becomes toxic because they will do everything to make sure say you will not feel comfortable. One person now bed, they will be free marco. These are all tactics, and these are all red flags. They go so in the end, no, a chair so car, a chair so. Ignore that thing. 32. They say they don't care about things they don't directly affect them. What I say? Let's see. He said if they don't care about things that went on in your day or the things you care about, you are dealing with a selfish partner. It's always about them, not about how you feel. It's always how they feel. You are living with a narcissist. You are living with a selfish person. If you are with this kind of person, you will never be happy. You will never be happy. And it's a big red flag. The next one, how they act when they are drunk. And American nipa on sakra, don't try to be with that person. And campus so how will be heavy. Big factor. Obi bu pen kwasiade the diwatem kikan. These are all red flags. Don't be with such people. It's a big red flag. So they like to play games when they are upset. These people are drama kings and drama queens. What I say, they create a drama. I frustrated, and that's how they become happy. They are happy when they see of their partners, why frustrated. That's how they enjoy. They just sit back and just be laughing at you, and it's no good. Let's see what they said. That it was when how they act when they are drunk. Being drunk removes inhibition. If a person is friendly to others but rude when drunk, they hold a wall of inhibition to hide that side of them and pretend to be friendly when sober. How your partner acts when they have drunk too much will tell you who they are, regardless of what they tell you. Yeah. So it has been in them for the whole time. Yeah, they were on and at that thing about one thing. So when they are drunk, whatever they say, take it seriously. Yeah. Take it serious. Don't take it for a joke. Esther Prissy, hey, welcome. Bestie, welcome. Echiao. Red flags near Bobo, so red flags and go for boom when you go so. Now in the end, it is ending them in tears. Any Bobo, so so they like drama fighting. Let's see what they said. Said they like to play games when they are upset. Are your relationship an episode of Gossip Girl? Are you always the first one to initiate conversation when there is a fight? Do they like to ignore you and put minimal effort into resolving conflicts? Ignoring phone calls, text messages, or even flat out ignoring you when you talk to them in person are immature ways to handle conflict and will result in communication problems down the line. Yeah, it's called silent treatment and gaslighting. And then you're describing the other time, it's a way of torturing one another, and yet it's no good. It will mess your head up. It's not a good behavior. What I say, it's a big red flag. in the course of relationship, there's nothing like 100% relationship. Chaos basic. Confusion basic anymore. What you say? And when the other person is not ready, so by resolving that kind of problem, now it's a big red flag. It's a big red flag. I was say, we are careful. Munya wari mpona munya ntoka on few on person obeti wa no kasa. My sister, my brother, for one it's a big red flag. 36. They cannot respect themselves, you or your relationship. What I said. With 35, I said they like the drama of fighting. Every once in a while, you will come across a girl who likes the drama because it adds excitement to her life. This is a bit more uncommon with guys. Sometimes it may seem like they push something minor into a fight just because they want to. You don't need this stress in your life. You don't have time for it. Yeah. Just don't have time for that kind of drama thing. We should be drama king, drama queen. Move on. What I say? They said they cannot respect themselves, you or your relationship. Respect is a key in a relationship. If your partner cannot respect both of you or your relationship, you may have a piece of work on your hands. What I say? And my sister was so bad shit. 37. So their relationship history is rocky. It's rocky. Let's see what they said. They said dating someone with no relationship history is just a risk. Just as risky as dating someone with a party relationship history. If your partner has had a large number of relationships, it wouldn't be unreasonable of you to start guessing where yours will fit in the mix. What I say. After getting to know the person, I will say later, no, he or she has been in so many relationships and it didn't work out. I was also automatically, the same way. They have some kind of problem they need to fix, but they are not trying to fix it. And all the time, their partners, is always the victim. What I say, a problem, and you're on a problem with such a person. No, say there's something wrong with him or her. I was already or working out. Let's move on to the next one. It said they protect their trait onto you and don't say it. It said projection is a killer in a relationship. If your partner is being sneaky, they will likely accuse you of being sneaky. If your partner is selfish, they will likely accuse you of being selfish. Whether or not they can see it and admit it is the key to moving forward. What I say, one on cheating, but no blame so you are cheating. No, say on an it's come the blame game. What I say, they always project what they are doing to you. Say never ya won't watch and what I say, it's a manipulative tactic. It's under one narcissism. You will treat that some days to come. Narcissism. We who how unconformity was as well. So. The next one. This one is a big red flag. It said their family doesn't think it will last. Relationship na mumu no ebusuafo kwa na nim say adana mo komu no kan enye yi is a big red flag. It's a big red flag. Nipa adan kwa che ebusuafo na amuka no hwe o mapie o de o mese be mo enim na was say no kan kasa kyerɛw. So you are entering into a wrong family. You are entering into some dangerous family. One show you will get destroyed. Let me move to the next one. Is that if their family calls you crazy early on for trying, or doesn't think you are the one, you are just wasting your time. You are just wasting your time. The next one, and they say we in a quick. 40. You are constantly a victim of verbal abuse. What you say? How many times have you been called an idiot? Have you spoke to your partner the same way, or is just one-way street of verbal abuse? It doesn't matter if they love you and 6 days of the week we are good. This will get worse. What I say? Say omutumi kan nsema ya de kyerɛw I hurt na they see nothing wrong with it. It's a big red flag. Why is it that I say obi a oni to anamo relationship utumi bi wa no di natem e ka asem ya Now you don't feel anything. You are living with a demon. You are living with someone without emotion. It's a big red flag. So in the course of relation, it's a big red flag. This kind of person will never respect you after marriage. This person will never respect you. It's a big red flag. 41. They religiously delete text. Ni na your friend is saying, omo cheat outside no, omo ni another people chat no. After every conversation, they declare it. Send a bear any fence information via no one blame me no. Deleted text usually come with other red flags. Does your partner also project that you are being sneaky? Do they have suspicious relationships with people of opposite sex? Do they fly off the handle when you ask about them? What I say? Almost delete messages a lot because almost person who the so or the omni ni bakon intim. Man, I have this. So if it's obey sneaky or relationship, then why don't you leave this kind of relationship and go and be with the one you are chatting with? Why waste the other person's time? Nina ebe these are all red flags. So. 42. They are a completely new person after the honeymoon phase. You can honeymoon phase with the honeymoon phase, you know. Time I would share any panel, I'll propose it to no, and answer the warren no. What I say within that first month and another the first week now, just everything is going on well, no. It's called the honeymoon phase. And in the moment you see say everything had what flipped. This kind of person has become something different now. You even sit down and ask yourself, say, why am I no? Why am I saying dating? No? Like they change completely. And you crampo view. Let's read what they said over here. I said, everyone is a little overly soft in the first month or a few weeks of dating. Once you get through that, you start to see the real person. How much they change will set the course for what they will be in the future. Into not first, not a nice person, not a nice girl, not a nice guy. Oh, we want to know now within a few months, this person will change something else. No, say no a chameleon, but Suban we say to say you can never hide that kind of character. It will automatically what come out. It's a big red flag. No when they go so they will be like, oh, best normal, nipa mistake. But when they say twice, you people don't have a future. You are marrying an abusive person. The next one. They said I have always get what I want. What I say? This kind of people, no. So or bema, no a fire or the nargene any if anything strategies or the nargene and them. What I say? Or no did do an argene home or your band so or did do an a home for home. We'll do some kind of level, we'll do some kind of position be. And then say when my dear name or day ninipedia the wheels be here and air froco tops are they are very, very dangerous. This kind of people no between the beauty and tie so over tongue your men and after getting what they want to know, they move and they are called the gold diggers. Yeah. Let's see what Omadema he said it might seem hot when they use it as a pickup line, but 3 months down the line, you will understand that they were serious and they were very demanding and expect a lot from you. What I say, relationship now, all the time, it's like you are putting much the energy. They are doing nothing. They are doing like they are not investing. They are not compromised. They are doing nothing. All the time is from you. It's a big red flag. And it's a way they will be near them. So. The next one, they are sneaky on Snapchat. This kind of people, they are very, very active on social media. And they spend more time on these kind of places, even more than wow. It's a big red flag. It's a big red flag. So nipa na no unya time man. Wa start ignore my sister, my brother. You don't need an angel to tell you say this kind of your relationship baby. It's not good. The next one. They tell little lies. What I say? Let's see what they said over here. Is that if they do tell lies about things, they certainly tell lies about bigger things. Don't overlook it. So I started to try and track it and get it. They automatically reach out and track SABA. To get away with simply. Why are they not watching and we trying to watching a parents no trying to? It's a big red flag. It's a big red flag. You don't need to ignore. The next one. It said they are nervous about text or calls they receive. What I say? All of a sudden, when we do command call biaba na on to me picking a or cat no was on feeling comfortable. It's a big red flag. He said, do they always place their phone face down? A quick Google search about why people place their phone face down brings about nothing but suspicion on what? Shadiness. They're always trying to hide something. What I say? What are you hiding from your partner? If you are chatting or having an affair with someone, why don't you move to that person than waste someone else's time? I don't know idea about comment here. It's a big red flag. It's a big red flag. AJ Enoch, welcome, boss. I'm Kupo Nshirao. And if you say we in a quick, now prepare for your channel program. No, that's why I'm moving very, very quick. 47. They grew up with unstable family life. This is the biggest problem. It's the biggest problem. They said it can be quite intimidating knowing their role models in their younger years were not the best examples of a healthy relationships. The apple will not fall far from the tree. What you say? And you say, if for once role model, we shouldn't go yi or more or the my Emwa or remember so and conform here. They say you Emwa, you are living at the big red flag. I want to say we show you say the rumor that I'm going any parent, no outside person, a big red flag. It's a big red flag. It's because either say parent now man attention and also mom when you and this kind of person rather created some people be a follow mo. It's very, very dangerous. The idea is I'm cranking and kitchen abano or more ye. And something I was a parent and it started a call mo. Umano, my mom pick him as role model. So who should buy a pet? They are really going to pick. Whatever you do no, is what they are also picking. What I say. It's a woman tries say a boy abraboni near good people in the society. Nayambano, I say we are proud of what our parents. What I say. The next one, they constantly would scream and yell when hungry. What I say. So we buff pet no more tian. Is a beginning red flag, Johnny. Because when these people, when they move on with you in the next relationship, and as we moving on into marriage, it will be disaster for you people. What I say. It's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. Mr. Alexander, AJ Fuller, welcome. Yeah. Let me see. Wait, I said, well, see, we all get angry, but most of us have ways of coping with it. When people repeat the same sentence, but in a louder voice, they are likely about to get violent with you. And it's any panel, when they can't say, all of a sudden, in the mood as a not in eyeballs and necessary. Know the kind of person, yeah. If you move from from glass plates, not a cabo TV, not a cabo. You are living with an abusive person. You are living with a monster. And when these kind of people, when they move on in life with you, you will never find peace. All the time, you always be crying. You always be thinking. This is the best time. So when you will be one who start to show this kind of behavior, Johnny, soon as possible. 49. They have an excuse for everything. And it's a beginning, Watch I see. They have why are they I'm so sorry. Because I did it because of what you did. What I say. Why are they now wakano? Or some media me because of their way. They always have an excuse for everything. They never accept their fault. It's a big red flag. It's a big red flag. So I need pan wabachi me say cheat, or say I am cheating because you are not giving me time. I'm cheating because you are not giving me an attention. I'm cheating because you were not giving me things I expected. It's a big red flag. A big red flag. Nipa be the boom when you go so. Elvis Nati, welcome, bro. Yeah, Esther Prissy. Yeah, serious. It's a big red flag. They never, they always have an excuse. Watch us. They always have an excuse for something. Why are they any? Watching? Oh, Abia, I'm sorry for what I did. It will never happen again. Where do you see Debbie? I did it because of what you did. Watch out. They always have something to say. And it's not healthy. If you are in this kind of relationship, it's not healthy. Uh-huh. Number 50, the last one. They said they are always bored. When they are bored with family, school, work, and everything else, they appreciate nothing. And it's just a matter of time before they grow bored with you and move on. What I say? These kind of people know say you can never make them happy. They are terrible people. They have this kind of behavior. 1 minute they are happy, 1 minute they are angry. This kind of people, you will never be happy. You will go in your means just to make them happy, but everything that you do will never be enough for them. It will never be enough for them. I think I had some extra ones with the 50 list, you see. I had also some other list here I compiled. Let me search for it. It's way too much of comment section when I will read it, and after we will end the live. Yeah. Let me see. Where is the list? Yeah, a quick for. Okay. Oh, can't find my lists. Where is this list? Oh. I remember I posted it somewhere else, but I can't find it. Okay, I'm not seeing it, but let me add what's in my head. Obi a jot in this animal no. Oh, an enche will be wajo. Because jot no, ya trying to say it is harmful. Ya just say there are so many red flags. What I say, we share any panel, but in the manual maybe or ye trumu is forget it's any panel, or yes to forget it. These people have problems. They need what? A therapist. They need what? A professional help. I wish I'm for the list, baby. We'll be getting ready for God willing tomorrow. Yankupon Shamo. It's a short live program. Me. Yankupon Shamo. Yami Aduma. Wachama and my route. About a program. I just wanted to finish this red flags, there's something over here, and also to me highlight kakra. Okay, another one. So I say, why you should not ignore what red flags in dating, and I say, after marriage. What I say, let me go. Oh, let me read it now. Yeah, yeah. I said, what are the red flags in dating? Those are alarming signs that ruin your trust in a person, make you question the choice of the partner in general, and tell that you should better end the relationships. Sometimes many habits of our lover seems more than strange, and it is not what known how this will affect the relationship in what the future. what is really worth paying attention to when starting a new love affair, and what alarming bells cannot be ignored when developing a relationship. This when they are breaking things down for Yemi Yunina. Say when we enter into this kind of relationships, what I say, and your ma no yen steady in ye pa, because what they are doing, it could lead to a future what disaster. What I say, it could lead to a future what disaster. Uh-huh. So for example, when your relatives and friends do not like your chosen one, your loved ones are more mature people and they see the situation from the side. So you should consider their experience and listen to the advice of relatives, especially if you have a harmonious family. Moreover, criticism from relatives or friends should also be constructive and motivated, not regarding the appearance of your chosen one, but the behavior aspect. Nti ebia wako a relationship ni obi wɔ hɔ na all of a sudden family ni na support it. So obi so no mu too ma the reason why into when in relationship no ho a one so for we need to form and look at the things that they are talking about it no. For we need to form more times na ya na omu ye mpanifo, they know what they are talking about. But we choose to ignore them. Not in the end, no. What I say. Let's move on. So someone may notice that your partner is greedy or selfish, and one of the friends may say that your girlfriend rolls her eyes when you are talking. It's a big red flag. Disrespect. Uno because I'm not rolling. Like I said, the work cannot. It doesn't matter. These are all behavioral characteristics of your partner, which are visible to others and may not be clear for you due to the fact that you are in love and idealize the object of your passion. Most of the times, and it's someone you be necessary. You be just we tend not to pay attention. We turn a deaf ears to what they are telling us. In the end, no, so and it's anyone in tears. Yeah, I say I say it's 50-50 do. Yeah, that's why they said say we should consider. What I say, we should consider. Some no more can you for in day and fan tour. Nay compare shit. What I say. I said please look soberly on what you choose and listen to what people you trust say about them. Is that how many red flags in dating is okay to ignore? How often do you face the situation? This particular alarming sign, I have lived before it is too late. It turns out that not everything is so simple. And if you love each other, then even the most alarming signal cease to be like that when you continue to trust each other. Of course, we are not talking about cheating or emotional abuse, but some bad character traits can be always worked on and get rid of. What I say? If you ask me, red flags. Me, I'm a red flag. You see, I'm a team, I need the lindy. Until say, be a worry, and I'm enter into relationship, and sana, unipano, usimi sin be say, I had this kind of bad character. But there are some kind of characters, mumi, and you can work on it, and there are some kind of bad red flags as well. One either so when you go, so what try be as anybody and so enjoy. These are the things that they really want to talk about it. He said, a serious relationship is a marathon, not a 100-meter race. For some couples, relationship begin passionately and violently, but over time, the fuse disappears. Others move slowly but surely and stay together even decades later, and sometimes all their lives. It turns out that these couples have something in common. They did not give up seeing the first unpleasant things about their partners. They knew that a few red flags in dating a man or a woman are not the end of the world. It's one way or the other, no. Some kind of red flags be ha. Nipa no catch na automatically or try say or bet sasa. And I say, "Boy, to me, you play and say, yeah, this is my problem. Can you please help me?" Watch I say. And the person has admitted, say, or person wo boa no, that one is good. But the one insists say no any problem no, that one is very, very dangerous. Couples no mo nam na these people, these are power couples. They were born to be together no. Automatically there were some kind of things they worked on together. To the level who say these people are the what the power couple, and I say the most peaceful relationship no. What I say. There's nothing like a perfect relationship. There's not like 100% now. There's nothing like 100% marriage. What I say. Yeah, it was so. I said, what is more of your union definitely has a chance if you can laugh at yourself and each other, and you find ways to express your love in the little things. It is not about malicious and contemptuous ridicule that serves only to feel one's superiority over another. Such jokes destroy relationships. It's more about the ability not to take oneself too seriously, and the ability to laugh good naturedly at quirks, both yours or your partner's. It can be jokes about, say, your partner's favorite movie, someone's past mistakes, or selfish actions. What I say, you should be in a kind of relationship. I'm going to make agro, can be but when it comes to certain things, the other one no, is not accept and answer, it's not receiving or smiling. You should know say you have to stop that thing. You should stop that thing. These are all things I would say is share. Or more mention your man, the kind of red flags are you bet to me are working on, and then your man into me and working on. So there are many ways to show your partner how you love and appreciate them. Every detail plays a role. For example, they do not forget to make you a coffee in the morning or constantly remind you of how much they appreciate your hard work. If partners constantly care about each other, this is an important sign that the relationship has a great future. And minor dating red flags can be ignored. Yeah, what I say. Is that the first date red flags that tell you should not go on with her or him. The concept of a healthy relationship is different for each person, and we will build our alliances as we will see. Very often, looking at someone else's family, we think there is a lot of problems between the partners, and their union is not all perfect. People get stuck in such relationships, stay together for years, although they do not enjoy the company of each other and see no future in each other. Would it save the situation if you paid attention to the early red flags in dating? Could they save up a few years of life by parting earlier instead of hoping that their partner will change? Here we have conducted 5 red flags in dating related to your first meeting. If something goes wrong already from the first date, you should better not waste your time. What I say? Observe say you could show be and say you know be what some kind of relationship be. Now your first time is here, they show these kind of red flags. My brother, my sister, don't move on. We tend to ignore these things. Not in the end, no. Yawale we no afena ne yebe ye hu yanka na aye too late. Let's be quick. He said the concept of being late for no good reason. He said girls have long reserved the right to be late for dates, but even they must have good reasons for this. She may have got into a traffic jam. The key was stuck in the lock. Urgent matters appeared. These are good reasons to talk with a girlfriend on the road. Change maker forgot what he scheduled for a date and so forth. Reasons should make you wonder if your companion is likely interested in you and your relationship. It is called flaking. They always have an excuse. What I say, you are not being seen as important. He said people make time for something which is important for them. So you're late or traffic more is considerable, but when they come with minor reasons, it's a big red flag you should never ignore. The next one, her actions run contrary to their words. Sometimes ladies ascribe completely unusual qualities to themselves. For example, to surprise a gentleman on a first date, she may say that she is an active environmentalist, and in general, ecology bothers her more than anything. Well, this is commendable. But if at the same time, the girl drinks coffee from a paper cup and uses a straw, there's no reason to think. We all know the real eco friends adhere to special rules, among which, of course, the ban on the use of disposable tableware often looks to the right. Psychologists are sure that if a person looks up and to the right, she turns to the future. In other words, she comes up with an answer, but does not remember when the interculator uses visual memory. This can be indicated by looking to the left or just up, but you should not study the girl's accumulator reactions all evening. Try to catch her in a lie, otherwise she will determine the outcome of this meeting faster than you. Science for some kind of things we shouldn't ignore. Recalling the ex. If your whole evening is devoted to conversation about their ex, you can safely say goodbye to this young lady, because in the future, such conversation will not stop. It doesn't matter in what light your companion speaks of an ex-boyfriend. The very fact that she talks about him on the first date is one of the major dating red flags for guys. It's the same thing for ladies and so. Guy and started so okay, it's a big red flag. Move on. She blames herself for all sins. It's my fault. I should have. If it weren't for me, I had to act differently then. If you hear such phrases from a girl, it is better to stop communicating with her. Take care of your psyche. As a rule, the fact that a person blames themselves for everything indicates low self-esteem, inability to take responsibility, and the mentality of the victim. And this is the type of person, to put it in mildly, it's not the most pleasant, and living together with them can create many problems. So being overly grumpy, complaining, and sorry is one of the dating red flags to look for in a woman. Okay. Abujanfo. Is there red flags in early relationship which promise no good? The beginning, when you call the deep ones, Nankasa. You call the deep ones, Nankasa. It says relationships and emotions are closely interconnected, and it is precisely by the presence, absence, or quality of the latter that one can judge how happy the couple is and how long will last. Sometimes all the signs of a doomed relationship may be evident, but one of the partners, even feeling out of place, may ignore them or notice at all. It's for such cases that we have prepared a list of red flags in a relationship when dating. You will not be happy in such relationships. It's better to end them. 1, it says you are not becoming a better person. This applies to both your internal condition and your plans for a career and professional activity. The person next to you does not allow you to fulfill yourself and do what you love, but always constantly undermines your faith in yourself, your mental balance, and the ability to enjoy life. You constantly experience a feeling of depression, hate yourself, when once again it was not possible to keep calm, listening to one another. Another claim, it seems that life is passing by because it is already the 10th month that you plan to go on a piano courses or programming courses to connect your life with this, and your loved one does not inspire but tries to find all sort of arguments why this is a bad idea. In a happy and a harmonious couple, people should grow and develop together, in every way guide and help each other. If one or both of you pull each other to the bottom, then this is no longer an alarming bell, but a real howl of siren that announces that it is time to begin to decisive action. What you say? When in nipa no ɛwɔ relationship mu and mu nyinaa mo set goals, but wobɛdi me oni yemi ne bɛdi adanse sɛ woni nipa ni hyia mo start sɛ mutu anamɔ obi bia nkɔ so bio. Plans are stop. Bia is a big red flag. They are saying say we should move on, we should end it. We should end it. He said, you are no longer proud of your partner. Think about it. When someone asks you about your soulmate, how they are doing, what do you feel at the moment? Do you want to tell them joy and pride about love, about happiness being together, about how glad you are to have such a kind, purposeful, and wonderful person next to you? At the beginning of a relationship, we always want to boast of our beloved one in some way, even though happiness, love, silence, and all because we feel that we are very lucky to meet the love of our lives. And at the same time, we see almost no flaws. And then the friends love bombing face, and I said the honeymoon face, where you don't see anything. A little later, when the wave of blind love ends, we all, of course, begin to understand that there are no ideal people, and our chosen one is no exception. But the difference between a happy relationship and those that are doomed to a failure is that in the first case, lovers are less fixated and on the bad and continue to be proud of their choice. And the second, pride is quickly replaced by disappointment and even squeamishness. In the latter case, red flags dating will not lead to anything but good. What I say? If nipa na if only moving into this kind of relationship, you are not happy with that kind of person, it's better to end that relationship. So bobu eni ego so na aka say when na we doing the same. If you are not proud of your partner, it's not a good sign to be with such a person. You see red flags are also much rare. It said the partner begins to annoy you in difficult periods. If in difficult times you experience more stress from your partner than from the circumstance themselves, this suggests that you have ceased to be allies. On the contrary, consider each other an even greater burden in this difficult time. There's also another one of the red flags for dating. When one of the couple's members has trouble, they were fired from work, made an unpleasant diagnosis, or just an uninvited depression, people try to support each other with all their might, look for ways to solve their problem, and of course, try to cheer up and assure that everything will work out. If you prefer to be alone in your relationship in such a situation, then you have literally enjoyed the person next to you or tear anger on them. Then there's also a direct sign that something is going wrong. If uni obi wo ho na you go through storms, na say saa nipa no entumi mmoa nipa no ntumi get closer to you, it means that person is not part of your life and you need to end that relationship as soon as possible. So the future no longer matters to you. You are tired of quarrels and disputes, and even more tired of thinking about whether you have made the right decision when you contacted this person at all. To step away from the situation and relationships becomes the simplest decision. And you often repeat to yourself, come what may, adding up the responsibility for your life and the future to higher powers and destiny. But it is important to understand that time runs without stopping. And while you turn a blind eye to your dissatisfaction with a current partner and your existence with them, precious weeks, months, and even years will pass. Then you can't get back what I say. After the moment future bill, it's easy. You don't even talk about what the wrong part. What I say. And I think the last one, an emotional silence in relationships, is very, very dangerous. Silent treatment and gaslighting, very, very dangerous. It is another kind of indifference that does not concern future life and plans. But the partner themselves, we often hear allegations that love cannot be filled with emotions all our lives. When the stage of love and passion passes, there comes a period of affection, respect, warmth, calm, harmony. This is true. It's difficult to argue. But in full relationships, this period is still filled with emotions, just of a different plan. Perhaps they are less bright, enchanting, and crazy. At the very beginning, it seems that you can roll mountains for each other. But then, emotions should still maintain a light. Allow people to not lose interest in each other. Emphasize and take care. When emotions are no longer in sight, it is easy to determine you are not interested in each other's life. You do not seek to communicate, and you think twice before saying something, and kind and sweet, because you are neither sure that you really feel it nor that your confession will not be ignored. Relationships are like a living being. They take time to continue their growth. It is easy to let something go by itself, especially if you have a husband, children, work, friends. That is complete what stability. So the familiar routine and indifference arise. And when the relationship comes to a standstill, people start either rushing around, frantically looking for ways to refresh them or end them. Learn to value what you have. Look back. When was the last time you went on a date, delighted each other, or in the end, sincerely talk about what worried you or made joint what plans? Sharing time with your loved ones is easy. Yes, you have so many problems at work. Yes, there's no time to even sleep, but leave these experiences behind what door. At home, you should be with someone who is dear. This is what a pleasant job. Appreciate the one nearby. Pay attention to them. And if you do not want to, do not waste time. Leave. Yeah. Ti abusuafo ebi a yɛde dwumadie no bɛsi no part 3 no yɛde aba awie yɛabobɔ 50 red flags nyinaa so asan nso de some lessons bi atoa so. And them say na yɛbɛsua biribi afiri mu. Now this time we pay attention to people a yɛne ɔmo wɔ hɔ. We make sure say the ɔmo yɛ biara no yɛbɛtena ase na yɛadwene ho yie. Sɛ deɛ ɔmo yɛ no yɛbɛtumi abɔ ɔmo agyae anaasɛ deɛ ɔmo yɛ no ɛmmoa yɛ daakye a fa ho adwene. Nyankopɔn nhyira mo. Yɛbɛsan so ahyia bio. Nyame adom a ɔkyɛ mbɔ a yɛne ɛyɛ Mami Root ɛbɛhyia. Nyankopɔn nhyira mo nyinaa. Peace. Shalom.